I don't know how this is gonna go. I have my Ovilus out just to see if I catch anything. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video, to be honest, if it's gonna go on YouTube or if it's just gonna go on my Instagram, or if I'm just gonna delete it altogether. I'm gonna use the Little Cryptids Oracle with the Art of Adventure Tarot, just because I think it'd be a cute pairing too. All right, I'm gonna turn my Ovilus on. I'm gonna do I think it's the dictionary mode, this one right here. But when you first select the option, it boots up, so it usually like splits out words right away. So here we go.
Scientists paint.
Scientists paint. Do they? Some might. Okay. Let me just do my thing. Just start my reading and I'll be back. What is our focus? Longevity.
Especially fall, rocket, triangle.
So I usually like to do like, what's my focus or what's the main energy here? So we got Nessie for longevity, and then it mentioned specialty, fall, rocket, and triangle. There's a lot of back and forth is what I'm getting. Let me start over.
Dan, cloud, bill.
Because every time I try to say something, I have to pause when it's saying something to see if it connects.
Government, slain.
I can have, slain government. I can have like a full-on conversation with this thing.
Page, cross.
I wonder how
Stretched.
funny that would be to see what kind of conversation I would have with it. I mean, I was trying to do a general reading to see what we needed to hear right now, but it seems like somebody else
Begin.
wants to. I'm trying to
Prompt.
begin. Somebody else wants to
Several.
talk. So,
Aim,
with longevity,
beckon.
I was
Slower.
getting a lot of back and forth with like two energies crashing. And there's that balance that we need to find between them, kind of like the yin and yang, to work together. Now let's see what more can we get from the tarot as far as like general guidance for longevity, or how to accept or have longevity in our lives.
Scruple,
As the Ovilus spews out words, wish that may or may not
Right.
make sense. All right, let's see what we got. Ace of Wands, another ace. We got Ace of Pentacles and the Chariot.
feeling, wound.
Right, feeling wound. I'm wondering if this back and forth has to do with our emotions. Funny that two aces come out. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, one of fire, one of earth. One is more grounded and still, and one is more chaotic and
Will,
strong-willed. And the Chariot, it's funny that the Chariot usually has like two different colored animals or beings that somebody's using to move around. In this case, we have a lighter dog and a darker dog. So I'm getting the whole yin and yang thing, right? With these two doggies right here, as trying to find the balance to hold everything together. You being the one holding the reins, so to speak, connecting both of them together, working with both.
camera.
And yes, this is a camera. Working with both energies, the energy that tends to keep you grounded and still, and then also the energy that tends to keep you moving in a fast pace, might make things seem chaotic, or being strong-willed, like that fiery,
Main,
sassy energy, you know? There's a time for both. There's a time for both of these, both the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. And they can both work together, right? Both energies.
tub.
Maybe you need to take a bubble bath in the tub. But that's what I'm getting is for longevity, for us to, what's the word? Preserve
January.
our energy, to have that longevity.
SH.
We have to work on
Disease. God.
disease. Who's got a disease? Sorry, it's making me lose my train of thought. But in order for us to preserve, I guess, our energy for longevity to exist within our energies, right? We have to work on finding that balance from like the yin and yang, knowing that there isn't light without dark, there isn't darkness without light. You can't have one and not the other, because neither would exist without the other. It wouldn't make sense for one to be if the other one doesn't exist. Do you know what I mean? So essentially, long story short, balance. We have to work on balancing a lot of things in our life. It could be the simplest thing. It could be the most difficult thing that we're currently going through. What matters is that we try.
Ambition.
And have ambition, yes, towards
Terms.
finding that balance, right? So that's what I got. Wasn't expecting it to go any kind of way. I mean, you know, when do you ever really expect how a reading would go, right? Especially when you got the Ovilus over here talking your ear off. But yeah, again, I don't know if this is going to be on YouTube. I don't know if this is going to be on Instagram. Wherever it's posted. If it's on Instagram, please heart the video, leave a comment. If it's on YouTube, please like the video, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Did you want to say anything, Ovilus? I hope you guys were able to hear it, but if you have any last
11. Especially.
words. 11.
Lagoon.
And lagoon. Nessie's from a, well, is she from a lagoon? The Loch Ness Monster? Isn't she? I feel like I've heard lagoon and the Loch Ness Monster connected together. Or Nessie. Anyways, 11 came up, especially 11. So,
Baby.
and babies. Symbolism of babies and 11. Alright, now the Ovilus wants to keep talking, so I'm just gonna...
Bacon. Leader.
Oh my god, I love bacon. I'm gonna turn you off right now. Sorry. I swear, I could like make a video of me just going back and forth with the Ovilus, trying to find a connection to something, or just having a conversation. I don't know. It's funny, it's weird, it's entertaining. But yeah, so 11 popped up. And babies, not saying anybody's pregnant or that they're gonna get pregnant, but just like look up the symbolism of 11 and the symbolism of babies. Not necessarily, again, meaning that you're pregnant or you're gonna get pregnant. It might be, I don't know your situation. But look either of those things up too, because that's possibly connected towards what we discussed today. All right, I think that's it. Bye!